Welcome to the Outtake Show. The show will give us our landiest opinions within the movie and TV world. We've got the host of the most job, and June is in the building. We also got the silent assassin as well, Mazavelli. Yes, today's a very interesting episode right now because, of course, we had Saturday Night Live. 4 episodes have now premiered. They're now on a week break. I think this week they come back. Or was it next week? I think it's this week.
Mm-hmm.
It should be this week or next week. But if they have taken a 7-day hiatus after doing 7 episodes, we've really spoken about Saturday Night Live, but I guess this episode will be us just discussing our thoughts of the first 4 episodes and how we think about it now and what we think they should do differently going forward. So, the ratings have been the ratings has been actually quite normal. They started quite high. 200k, obviously, of course, had Tina Fey, who's a SNL veteran. Once she went away and we did the next 2 episodes, it declined by 100k.
But I think it was also because we were expecting high things from the first episode, and people's retention rate is not very good.
Yeah.
I do blame social media for that.
Yeah.
Also on demand watching, so people tend to not watch things linear. They'd rather watch things either binge watching it or just watching it when it's not live.
Yeah. I also think there's a group of people that just wanted to see what it was going to be about and then go about their business. You know what I mean? But from the 3rd episode with Riz Ahmed, it dipped to 100k watches. But from the last episode of Jack Whitehall, it got around 100k viewers as well. So it seems like it's found this little float now. It's not going down by a crazy amount, but it's not as high as it once was, which you kind of expect for a show like this. Overall, I have to say that this show is like a hit and miss for me.
Yeah.
Maybe even lower in terms of, I don't know what's lower than saying hit, but it is.
There's skits that are funny, and then there's skits that aren't, and they'll be within the same episode.
Yeah, it's like
the pacing's very weird.
My main gripe is 2 things. One, I think the writing is not as good as they think it is, and also there's an issue with the cast. There's a huge issue with the cast. Starting with the writing, I think they don't know what type of skits to write.
Or like, who's your audience? Saturday Night Live works in America because it's very topical. It's talking about things that are happening now and working well. And when they've had hits, like the news anchor episode in Saturday Night UK, it worked because it was very topical and it was talking about things that were occurring at that specific point. But when you just have general conversations where it's just like random skits, like, why is Isaac Newton on a dinner table with Princess Diana?
Yeah, it was so poorly written as well. Like the jokes don't even land for essentially a young cast that maybe appealing to a younger audience as well. And I think there's a lot of writing within that. Like even the ones that you think will be relatable, where they do like the press junket one, like dead stares all the way throughout was like, okay, it's like you don't know what scenarios to put together that can work. There was one with Riz Ahmed where they did the Easter Bunny and they went to one of those rooms where I think they're practicing like labor and like one of those mum rooms, and like the most deadest type of jokes I've ever heard in my life.
And then it was just like ironic because then you also had like the inside DJ selector radio scene with Riz, and that was hilarious. Prostate cancer.
yeah, that was jokes. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there doesn't seem to be a momentum when they know that it's like they don't know what works. So they're just trying everything and they're still trying to figure out what type of.
And I think this is something they should have done during testing.
Yeah. And that brings me to like the cast. Even though I do think it's good to have like a young cast, I would have wished that they had some people that had a little bit of age on them.
A little bit seasoned, you know?
Yeah. I think I'm dealing with if I'm not wrong, like between like the ages of 20 to like maybe like the early 30s. And I think their sense of humor is very different. And the stuff that they're coming on their newsfeed, because
Bro, that's our generation though.
yeah, but it's like it's a lot of like I'm hearing a lot of like slang that our generation will use, and I don't think I just need that type of comedy for it to be relatable. If I had like more of a veteran in there that had a little bit of age on them, I think his perspective on stuff and that contrast between young and old in certain skits will really be more relatable and more funny to digest. But what I'm dealing with now is just essentially like a bunch of millennials and like Gen Z jokes that kind of go over your head sometimes.
And there's okay, so like for example, this is what I would do. So obviously there's this TikToker who does skits on East London girls, and she goes, I can't lie, yeah. So like, what happened if you like got a BBC News reporter and she was like a field reporter, and she'd be like, so the thing is, yeah, there's obviously this big issue with like the World War and stuff. But I can't lie, it's really not that deep though.
Yeah.
And it'll be like stuff like that, but it'll be like, we've got like 6 weeks left of fuel in Europe and I can't lie, like I need to go on holiday. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like like a serious situation with the most dumbest person in there.
Yeah. And I feel like that's the thing. There's not enough of versatility in terms of talent. I feel like most of the cast members right now have the same type of skill set. There's no one that is so different.
You're saying Gen Z and like young millennials, but I can't lie, you're not chronically online enough. You're not getting what's working already, or the conversation about the gentrification of London and the biggest collab of food creators that's happened. Yeah. What the North London girlies are having, and my guy who's like, what's going on with the gentrification of London? Yeah. That could have been a skit.
Yeah. And that could have been easily done between the cast members.
And it doesn't even have to be in London because the gentrification is going on everywhere. Liverpool, Newcastle, Manchester. You could have done it anywhere and everyone would have found it funny.
Yeah.
Even flipping Brighton.
Yeah.
And it could have been funny where it's like Pride is being gentrified in Brighton.
Is it being gentrified for real? Must be
probably.
Probably expensive as well. But yeah, I feel like that just goes along with the fact that they're not writing what's actually going on. I don't know if it's a mixture of the cast members or it's a mixture of the producers trying to restrict certain ideas. Because right now, I don't know if this show's gonna last.
It's not gonna last.
Like it's expensive. It costs 16 million to make, 2 million per episode. Like what are
you putting 2 million in?
We're halfway done. Like it's gonna be 4 episodes for this season.
So and also you need to switch up the music act. Okay. What's everyone? You could have Jimsky on there, the streamer. Bro, do you know how many people would watch that episode with Jimsky? It's dumb, but people would love it. And if you use those type of people a little bit more than just 1-2 episodes, an episode where it's mocking HS Tiki Toki and Louis Theroux, banging, boom, right there. Like, come on, just think, man. Be online. See what people are talking about. Like, what are people worried about? What are people conversing about? What is the bigger conversations online and in newspapers? It's really not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what they're missing when it can be so easy to get through.
But I mean, I guess it goes back to a conversation we've had with Toby before, where she's like said working with comedy is always quite difficult because it doesn't always hit and it doesn't always land. But how do we get that perfect point? And it's quite hard. Go to the comedy clubs, go to the stand-up comedy clubs, see what people are laughing and kicking about. Yeah. It's not like they don't exist.
It's weird because I think some of them are comedians on there, but I think their sense of humor is probably just different. And I don't know if they're good enough. I feel like
why haven't they made a skit about traitors yet?
I mean, they have. They did a traitor skit. They did it with Riz Ahmed. That was pretty funny.
Was it good?
Oh, that was pretty good because it really touched on how people, how read people profile. You did that. Like it was the traitors, but it was like who's the crab man? And there was a huge crab man, but they kept saying, oh, we think it's Riz. Riz Ahmed's character because I don't know, we're getting the feeling
He's
that
just got a bit. He's just, you
I
know,
don't
he's
know,
just,
I just
it's
don't
the way
trust
he's
them.
moved.
And
He's
then
a bit
then
shifty.
they had like a wall of like the last 3 people that got eliminated, and they're all like brown or black. So they do lean into it, but I don't think lean into it enough. It's like they go there,
They're
and
panda.
then they jump back, and then it's like we're not really like we're not hitting it enough. And when they do hit it, to me, it's not hitting enough. Even when they do hit it. So I feel like there needs to be a different approach about how they go about it. Obviously they're on break and they'll be back soon. I can't remember the names of the next list of people they have coming on, but it does seem promising. But right now, it doesn't seem like a series that will come back.
Who would you want music artist wise to be on there?
You mentioned Jim Legacy. I think he'll be good.
Blood Orange would be quite good as well.
He's a mixture of like a new indie artist. Not indie, but he's technically indie because he's independent. Blood Orange, that sounds like that'll be quite interesting. Who else?
Who else? Blood Orange, maybe like Nia Archives. I'm just talking about people on my playlist now. Who else is that? Pink Panthers. That would be so good.
Should be great actually.
Heck, even Doja Cat. Can you imagine Doja Cat went on Saturday Night Live?
Charlie XX will be quite good.
That would be hilarious.
She should do that double whammy. She'll be a good double whammy. Like she hosts and she performs.
Yeah.
I think we need to get that. We need better hosts as well. The hosting at the moment is not hitting. Like every host monologue has not done it for me. Jack Whitehall one, surprisingly enough, was doing good until he spent 10 minutes talking about his wedding. And I was like, I don't care about your wedding. But he had a good joke. He made a joke about, he said, he had one good wedding joke where he said he's going to book, what's his name again? Scott Williams? Scott Williams as his DJ. The guy that got kicked out from the BBC for
being an aunt.
Yes. that was funny. that
Scott Miles.
Yeah, Scott Miles. That was funny. But then he went on too long talking about the freaking wedding, which got annoying. But yeah, I think I need funnier hosts that we know that have a little bit in them to perform. I think we need to. I wouldn't say any of the cast members need to be eliminated, but I think it'd be nice to add another flavor in there that can mix things up.
We need fresh ideas, different type of writing. The pacing needs to be faster. I think the pacing's too slow for my liking.
You think the skits drag on for too long?
Yeah, and it's a lot of like it waits for the subliminal text or the subtext to fill in. Yeah. So you're just there like, oh, do.
Oh, so the way.
Don't let the subtext make the joke. Make the joke.
Yeah, and I think that kind of leads into the fact that they're young. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if they're used to this. Yeah.
It feels like you see where I said, I'm sorry you're catching heat because actually it has nothing. But you see where I said like certain TikTokers will come onto a podcast and they have a format that works for TikTok, but on a podcast format, it's bad because they're not going into greater detail. It feels like in this case, you're really great because a lot of them are TikTokers. Your format works really well on TikTok, but in a longer format, you haven't got that pacing or timing perfect yet. And so it's not working in a longer format like a show. Yeah. And that's what we're seeing.
Yeah. It's good because I don't think they have enough time to get it together. They have to just lock in and like.
I mean, you had enough time once you got hired.
Okay. She's shooting them.
You got hired for the job for a reason, innit? There's better other people that could have got it, like Movie Dweeb.
Shout out to Movie Dweeb.
Why isn't there like a little skit about Grogu and Mandalorian? They're coming. That little green baby is coming here, taking my jobs. Can't even speak the language. What are you doing?
That'll be good. You wanna jump in and do some writing for them?
Yeah, but my humour's weird, and you know that.
Yo,
my humour's weird, and you know that.
Yeah, people like weird humour.
Yeah, but like my humour is less for Sky and more for Adult Swim, and you know that.
But Sky needs to do something, bro. This shit costs money.
Yeah, I have Adult Swim humour. Like Big Les Show type stuff. Yeah. Smiley Friends. You know what we should do? Comment below if you think we should do a recommendation of channels you should be watching if you're heartbroken about smiley friends and want to fill that void.
That was long title. Welcome to the title.
No, that was a question.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's our thoughts on Saturday Night Live. Hopefully they get it together. They got 4 more episodes to get things. I think that's 4 episodes. Is that good maths? Yeah, that's good maths.
Any predictions on who's going to be on the show?
They have the list. I just can't remember who it is again.
Not even Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep. Not even what's her name.
They can't afford them.
But it comes technically as people who go on Saturday Night Live use it as film promo. It's PR.
Yeah.
Why are they not doing that? The Christophers is coming on soon. Ian McKellen in a comedy, bro. That's like bread and butter.
Should be great. But would they get it?
What are you doing? Wasting our time. Could have done something fun, like have a coffee or a cocktail. No.
It's not looking good, bro. Well, we'll see. We will see, or we won't see.
We won't see.
Either way, the Outtake Show will still be here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Until next time.